People will shape your identity if you let them. You can literally be convinced of a fact by just having it leak into your head via your environment, by the people around you. If you allow people around you that make you self-doubt, eventually you will be conditioned to realize that this is okay. And if you do this over time, you will eventually come away from yourself so far away that you won't even know who you are anymore. And the people that speak for you and speak to you and give these sort of vibrations directly to you will be a form of consumption, and that will now be your identity. What they tell you is, the way they treat you will be the kind of moulding of how you see yourself. This is what happened to me, and I've only just come and got back out. I finally accepted that this is not true, and I got rid of those people. And now, very slowly, I've crawled back to myself. It's taken months and months and months until I realised that I am good enough. I am exactly who I say I am, because my actions reflect my identity. And I, the creator of my existence, am able to lay out the foundations. I am able to take microdoses of myself and my identity until they are macrodoses, and that comfortability then is created into megadoses, which then builds a complete structure from the bones to the muscle to the flesh and the exterior. All of these versions of self have had to be re-realized and repainted, and I am so proud to say that I am back. I am myself again. I understand my mission, I understand my identity, and the warped sense of reality I had from before, from kind of, this is the trap. This is the fundamental trap, is yes, be kind to people, give unconditional love to people, but make sure you have boundaries. Make sure you have conditional requirements in your kingdom to let people through. And this doesn't mean be closed off and be avoidant yourself and be perhaps unloving, but make sure the people you let into your kingdom are absolutely fantastic and wonderful, and only the best come in, and even they have space away from you, because the only person that is with you is you at the end of the day. Even your partner, even your children, your family, your friends, these people still need to be kept at a certain distance, because otherwise you get a merging between the two personalities and identities, and this will happen. So people need personal space. You need to have a certain amount of distance from your loved ones, and you need to have self-compassion as your protective force in order to see clearly, because people will test you, people will test those waters, and bad people will certainly try and infiltrate that space. If you look in any story ever, there is always a grand manipulator. The serpent in the Garden of Eden infiltrated the mind of Eve, which then poisoned Adam and Eve collectively to then break them out of Eden, which was their sacred space, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a lesson that they had to go through. But it set the chain of events, which was the light and the dark. It was the beginning of everything. Now, I don't believe this to be a real story. I believe this to be a story, a metaphor of how to live your life in order to, be careful with temptation. For me, at the beginning of this journey, is I kind of abandoned myself for the sake of lust and for the sake of this kind of addiction of exterior validation, whereas I know now that after making the mistake, it is all about you, it is all about the internal, and the more you craft this, the more you feel the love within here, the more you stoke this fire, you create those nice hot embers, and you get that fire warm, you get it smoking until eventually it flames, and then it's a nice smouldering, gorgeous, warm, radiant fire. And that fire can become helpful to heat and bring warmth to people, but it can be also helpful to wear away predators, wear away the bugs, wear away the parasites, sweat them out and get rid of them, and also be ruthless and impeccable with your word. That was the first set of commandments I learned, and this is from the book, the Four Agreements, is be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. What were the others? Don't make assumptions, and always tell the truth. These will set you free because they are strong foundations based on reality. They are baseline foundations, and these baseline foundations not only keep you safe, but they keep you in a line that cannot be broken, a line that cannot be walked over, a line that cannot be sabotaged by others and their carelessness, because you have this beautiful land, this beautiful garden which can be shared, and you can allow people to eat the fruits, but they must be worthy of coming into that garden. You must see the potential in them and trust it, but also make sure they only have the ability to go in certain parts of that garden so that you can test whether they are okay to come in. Now again, this isn't about kind of mind games or restrictions or kind of dangling fruit in front of people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you are seeing at stages flags, red and green flags. If there are red flags, I'm sorry, but it's probably best that you abandon this ship, no matter how hard you strove to get there, no matter how many days you put in, no matter how many times you put in the work in order to get that person, or in order to be in that situation, in order to go through those lessons. Sometimes the most powerful lesson is walking away, and that's what I learned this year, is you protect yourself, and the people that don't actually care about you, they will be able to learn a lesson in themselves. First of all, they'll learn the lesson of loss, and they will also learn the lesson of what they lost and why. But they have to look within themselves for that truth, and that will take a lot of time. Whereas you can go back to your reality and you can go, okay, well, who is best for me? And then you can let them in and start again. And again, this is a process of trial and error. You can go through 50 people, and I'm not saying they have to be perfect, but they have to be good candidates. They have to be good fruit. You walk into a supermarket, the fruit's rotten. You know it's rotten. You're not desperate. You don't need to eat it. Don't eat it. Go and find something better. Go to a different shop. Go to many different shops until you find the variety you're looking for. Until you're finding that sustenance, that good stuff, that good energy, that good vibe. And something more than importantly is something you're not allergic to, something you are compatible with, and you will thrive. So the moral of what I'm trying to say here is, first of all, be self-compassionate to yourself and realise that you are the light, you are the shining thing, you are the greatest thing for yourself. And it's all about you. Forget about everybody else. Forget about people watching you. Forget about the expectations. Forget about the costumes. Live in your truth, love yourself, and be who you are. And you can't go wrong. And just be careful, because the universe is sending you everything you've asked for, and that will include challenges, that will include sabotages, that will include bad things, that will include the demons. Just make sure you know what you're looking for, and you've got this. I've been through this journey now, and I am continuing on this journey. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I have followed those who have gone through it and come out of it. Gone through it, come out of it. We all are in a cycle, we're all in a big queue, and we're giving each other wisdom from the next person and from ourselves. So, just do your best. just do your best. And I know you're doing your best. I know you're capable. So do it. You've got this. I love you so much. I love myself so much. I love this world so much. So, go get 'em. You got this. See you later.